Some players' development traits are hidden. To unlock their potential, get them playing.
Around sports who are getting extra lessons and going into hitting coach. It was like, what time's your game? Okay, that's the next time we're going to worry about where your shin guards are. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was how they operate. But to that point, when it's not the lifestyle, you might, like Herman Boone wouldn't exist today. Remember the Titans talking to his guys the way he did, getting in their ear, benching guys and doing things. Every single parent at PC Williams would have a problem with Denzel Washington.
Well, now it's a universe where young athletes are, you can go shopping. Before you keepers of the past across New England, the keeper of lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding the fog bell and signaling that it's time for football in Foxborough. Tonight, we'll see the majority of two rosters hit the field in a preseason matchup between the Washington Commanders and the New England Patriots.
And now, your 2025 New England Patriots.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off from Foxborough. To return this, Marcus Jones. Escapes the defender. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They went out by last year's third overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
It really took no time at all for May to prove, well, he's a franchise quarterback and worthy of that top 5 pick. Got his first start in early October, and all he did.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up over the turf.
It's his running back. And another lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender. It's Bobby Wagner. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. It's caught at the 25. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today, George, and I love that.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the air. It's May. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. It's a nickel look from the Commanders. Third down.
That's a gain of 8.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Connection made to Hollins. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here it was sharp, it was crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Commanders offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
He may have been drafted second in 2024, but Daniels was the rookie we couldn't stop talking about last season nor take our eyes off of. He really came, put the capital D in dual threat. 3,500 yards and 25 touchdowns passing. 900 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground.
And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner to the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
To throw, Daniels.
The pass on first down. Anthony Jennings on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Last play sent him back across midfield here, second and long. Out of the gun, Daniels. Throw right side, caught by Fannin. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. It's caught by McLaurin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A gain of 7.
To the air again, Daniels. Over the screen to Hampton. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On first down, here's Daniels. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look at the game, and it's going to be 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That is caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And a Commanders first down.
Hampton trying the left side. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing now, Daniels. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Okay, already a big decision to make on the opening drive block. Is this 4-down territory, or you take the field goal and be happy to start with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You want to see more and more teams be aggressive? I would be. They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Antonio Gibson now to return it. He dodged the tackle. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. New England taking the field. Its 2nd series of the game coming up. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. It's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, here's May. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Antonio Gibson. A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Patriots.
May off the play fake.
First down.
Hits him on the out route. He's pushed out of bounds after picking up about 7. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Out of bounds at the
To the air yet again, May.
It's a gain of 8.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
There he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
A gain of
They get 6 and a first down as well.
Patriots First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Going play action, May. Brought in, big gain here for Diggs. Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up.
Gain of 26 yards. That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
May now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
3rd down and 2.
Operating from the gun, here's May. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Well, Gallis checks on the extra point. And the Patriots drive their lead to 11.
14. Commanders 3.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw there last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Rolling on first down, Daniels. Getting out to his left. Now here he goes. This slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Daniels to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, in this league, you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down. That's 3rd down.
Fields this at the 19. Jukes away from one. It's a nice running on that return. He gets out past the 35. The New England offense running out now. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. On play action, here's May. That's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. It's May. Dumped off to his running back. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
May now on 3rd down. Ooh, puts him in with this one, right side. And receive isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. He fields it cleanly. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Commanders
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field.
28-yard line.
They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, in it for the first time. Along the sideline past midfield. And he gets this one down to the 27. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gain of 45 yards.
They're going to run again here with Krosky-Merritt. He made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And a Washington 1st down.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he comes through big here. 9 yards at 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the grab game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Commanders 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Here's New England ready once again on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the backup. 1st throw. Good step up, and there it goes. There's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Dobbs. Now here he goes again. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Patriots 1st down.
1st down from the 42.
42-yard line.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. He's able to drive that pile of yard. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
At the Commanders 40-yard line.
Stevenson with another carry. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
He's tackled at the 34-yard
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run.
The Commanders rush brings him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Krosky-Merritt. They don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 16
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Washington first down.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. We heard he's forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd down, give to Krosky-Merritt. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
For a Commanders first down. A gain of 14. And the Commanders first down.
Running once again with Krosky-Merritt. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. This time it's a passing play. He's running with it. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Typically, Kate, you see dime coverage as a quarterback, you can find a completion. Right, you know what you're getting defensively. Yeah, there's a bunch of pass defenders on the field. There's usually also check downs and available outlets. Not that time. Excellent dime coverage behind, with just enough pressure to get home and force a sack.
And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like we're right around the 8. To the air, Dobbs. Finds him over the middle. And this gets him well away from dangerous. He is up past their 20. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbs. And Andre Stevenson makes the catch. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Trying to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Commanders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. Took that rush to impact the quarterback and took that linebacker to deliver on the other end a critical takeaway.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Ford. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And a Commanders first down. A gain of 14.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Washington.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Gillette after this. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. No throw, 3rd and long. Throws caught. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 8. And a Washington first down. 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They throwing it again. Defender gets a hand in there. This is incomplete. Second and goal coming up.
Intended for Chig Okonkwo. Incomplete. Leads to second and goal.
Now Mariota. Escapes the pocket. And he gives himself up after a short gain. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Mariota to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 17. Patriots 14.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. There's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Back to throw, Dobbs. Running a screen for Stevenson. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Third and long for him here. He's going for it himself. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Bryce Baringer on now to punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. The Commanders and running back Corey Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Here's Mariota now. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves him with third and short. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. Antonio Gibson on the Patriots' return. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Second quarterback run here. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. To return, Jerome Ford. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes the offense from Washington to begin the third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. It should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Back to the line they come, second down. Staying on the ground with Ford. They started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it. Knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. Running it after the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Second down run by Ford. They're working a couple yards past the line. Martin Mapu, the man on the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Ford's right downfield to Lane. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
That's good for a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Mariota. This one's caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and goal, Washington.
Krosky Merritt has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
He gets it again. And he does not get in. They stop him at the 1. 3rd and goal now. Can they find that final yard?
A gain of 1 yard.
He tries to sneak it. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
24, Patriots 14.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Gibson. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots running their offense out there. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
37. And the Patriots.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Throwing his Downs. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Patriots 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play.
The Commanders rush brings him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
3rd down from the gun. Brought in by Hooper. And this one won't get there. It looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
4th down, pass coming. It's on target to Williams. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots start the 2nd half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Went after his good by Boygas. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game.
Commanders 24. Patriots 21.
All is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Ford on the return. Escapes the defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Good to Koski Matt. Giving the cover on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. A more aggressive call on 2nd.
Throwing now off the play action. Looking to his fullback now. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st down, Washington.
1st down, play action. All the left side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Washington 1st down. A gain of 18.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, where he could only manage a few yards at most.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing is Mariota. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another.
Back to throw, Mariota. Screen pass here for Krosky Merritt. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Okonkwo brings it in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 15-yard line.
Giving this to Krosky Merritt. And he dodged the tackle. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 31. Patriots 21.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense and Kyle Williams back to the field once again. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for him as they still trail here. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Patriots with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. To the air, Dobbs. Puts him on the out route. And they get this down to the 28. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Gibson on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
A 50-yard attempt.
Got all of it, and this is good. And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His neck there, they had to have that one. It really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They're going play action. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Give up the middle of 4. And this is going to bring up 3rd down block. They looked to bounce it outside. Picked up 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes it seems breaking the right coverage to a much bigger impact play. Just like that.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Mariota. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
He was defended
throw, 3rd and long. They did it! He made the interception! And the Patriots have some new life in the board!
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
The Patriots offense all set to go. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Running the counter, Stevenson. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
It would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
The coverage by Jahan Campbell.
3rd and long for him here. Pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And the fair catch is made just about a yard or 2 short of midfield. The Commanders set to take over. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's 4. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, there's very minimal gain.
Mariota the throw. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Krosky-Merritt on his own read. And it turned away on 3rd and short. It's actually lost a yard. It's going to bring up 4th down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Katie, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Go play action on first down. Oh, he got free. He can run it. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, Dobbs. Now here he goes again. He's got room to roam. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
14 yards. That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a give to Stevenson, coming right. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They go again with Stevenson. Down to the 10. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Patriots first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They're going to drive the wide out. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Patriots now trail by just a point in the fourth. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
31-31.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Ford on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now comes the Commander offense for another series. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
And powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5. First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up
Gun snap. They'll throw. Into traffic. Complete. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Washington first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw, Mariota. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line for second down. Now Mariota. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That may have been a situation and look back on it and watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Third and just 2 to go. Looking to throw. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
That's good for a Commander's first down.
From the gun, it's 4. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Looking to throw it. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
38, Patriots 31.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Patriots and Joshua Dobbs heading back on offense. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one does not go far.
4 yards on the pickup.
Setting up to pass.
At the 30.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second.
First down.
They got there in time. He's taken down. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line.
A loss of 7. Brings up second and 17. At the Commanders' 40-yard line.
Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, sometimes there's nothing you can do but throw your hands up and stare at the ground, partner. He knew he was beat deep, and there was nothing he could do about it.
Yeah, and this is one of those just killers, right? These spot fouls and fuel for offense often leads to points with a big explosive play like this. It could be a morale killer for his defense.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Really? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
It's a loss of 4.
Here he is to throw. And he gets him a touchdown. Now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. His return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Starting on the ground team, Kronsky Merritt. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
A gain of 4. It's now
Look to
second
throw
and
it.
6.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Looking for the back that time. And that brings up third down.
It's third down. And 6 yards to go.
To throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Defense contains him. That's going to force fourth down as he's thrown for a loss.
It's a loss of 2 yards.
So not too long, Brock, we'd be headed for overtime. But as we all know here in the preseason, we're going to leave with a tie. A couple of teams and expanded rosters giving it their all in an entertaining contest ahead of our regular season. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. Goodbye, everybody. Hope to see you again real soon.